Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today I'm very excited to be checking out Ascension Tactics Inferno, this standalone expansion to the wildly popular Ascension Tactics game, funded in 4 minutes. I didn't need to know it up here, and I damn sure didn't need to know it down there. You're being redundant instead of letting me know things like the player length, the time count, the age, what is new in this expansion. So all you're telling me is, hey, it's going to happen guaranteed. You're not exciting people who are returning backers, and you're not exciting new backers. So I just feel like that is wasted space in both instances. Day 1 backer bonus, I see a card. It looks like a fancy little foil card, so I get the gist. And I also see that there's a mini right here. I see a square box. Overall, the main image is, I feel like there could be way better information conveyed. I don't know what that is, but we'll dig in. We'll find out. Hey, Jeremy, good to see you. This has already raised $237,000, so people are excited. It has 1,700 backers. As always, when you go into the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go.
Ascension Tactics returns with a new standalone sequel. Ascension Tactics.
Now, this is great. I love this game. It's fast and furious. It's amazing. Dice Tower Seal of Excellent. Top 10 game of 2022. Love that. I think that moves the needle for a lot of gamers. Great. Combines deck building, the tabletop skirmish genre with surprising effectiveness. There's IGN talking about it. That's interesting. This game rocks. An absolute must buy and must play. Meh. The range of game modes and added strategic elements make this title the most replayable yet. I do like that quote as well. That one, though, like, whatever.
Tactics Inferno.
Tell me something good about the game. Not just that it's great.
The archdevil Kythis has taken control of the infernal realm, forcing its people to submit to his might and twisting a once peaceful land and its inhabitants. It is up to the Champions of Vigil, alongside a few rebellious monsters, to bring peace to the twisted lands and set the hellscape called Deoful on a path to redemption. Ascension Tactics Inferno is a new standalone game.
I like that pivot.
And includes everything you need to play. In the new Ascension Tactics,
I love how they mention that so cleanly, so clearly. They said standalone, but if you're newer to the hobby, you might not know what that means. A standalone expansion means that you can play it by yourself or you can combine it with the other version of the game, and they went out of their way to make sure people knew that, so I do appreciate that. 4-player cooperative play. You know what? I feel like that would be much better to know than funded in 4 minutes twice.
Inferno campaign mode.
Ooh, look at those minis.
Up to 4 players can join the greatest champions of Vigil on their quest to defeat the forces of Kythis and bring peace
Move around,
to
beat stuff
Deoful.
up. Is this the game?
Buy new cards to upgrade your deck.
Cool.
Complete quests to upgrade your champions.
Nice.
Evolve your new transformed champions as you play, making them more powerful than ever.
Now he's in a mech. That's neat.
Command your champions and use their special abilities to win the game. With hundreds of new cards and dozens of champions,
wow,
the combination...
That just did a really good job of spotlighting all the minis and all the variability. Hey, Dark Side of the Moon.
Are
ooh, that's a big stack of cards.
Limitless.
I really like how they're spotlighting that. Despite the fact this is obviously done in Tabletop Simulator or something of that ilk, I still feel like they did a good job of showcasing the components of the game and getting me excited about the game. I know what I'm getting into here.
To bring your adventure to life, make
52.
sure to include more than 50 new
plus.
high-quality Kickstarter exclusive miniatures with your pledge.
Exclusives. Oh, that one's cool.
And if you missed the original Tactics Kickstarter, we are producing minis from that game exclusively for this campaign. Get all original minis exclusively through this Kickstarter. Ascension Tactics combines the strategy of deck building with the excitement.
I love this shot as well because it showcases how large this mini is in comparison to the other minis, now letting me know that there are going to be some big, epic, mega minis, but presumably that means the rest of your squad isn't going to be as strong or something like that. I really love a lot of the things they're doing on this Kickstarter video.
Miniatures game. Join the battle and back Ascension Tactics Inferno, now on Kickstarter.
I'm in. I felt like that was a really well done video. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? I know that this is an expansion, a standalone expansion to another game that already exists, which is already a spin-off of an incredibly popular deck-building game. One of the first deck-building games to come out after Donald X Vaccarino with Dominion, of course. But then after that, there was a couple that came out, and Ascension Tactics is one of the first ones to come out in the next few years after that. So, can you do it? Yeah, I feel comfortable. Do I want it? Yeah. Then how much is it? I don't know the price, but I do know what I want, which is, since this is Kickstarter, and I'm new to this, I'm going to want the pledge level that not only includes this standalone expansion, but then the original Ascension Tactics, and that's what I'm looking for. So hopefully we don't beat around the bush when we get to the price. Overall, though, so far, really loving this campaign once we got into the video and not looking at this. Just don't look at it. It's ugly. Okay. Anywho, continuing on, Stoneblade Entertainment, formerly Gary Games, was founded in 2009 with the goal of creating awesome games with the stuff. Came to iOS in 2011. Whole bunch of collaborators here. We've done stuff. You should feel comfortable. Good stuff. And then let's check this out. Soulforge, the hybrid deck game. Ascension Tactics, the deck building miniatures game. So this one was the original one, and this is the spinoff. I know this is out. So Soulforge Fusion. Let's make sure this one is out. Exciting new game. Soulforge Fusion releases in UK and February 23rd. We're excited to announce that Soulforge fans in Europe will be able to find Soulforge at their local gaming stores here. So yeah, it's out. People have their stuff. Good deal. And I would imagine that this one obviously is out, or else people would be, Tom Vassal has it's out. How do I get a replacement mini? You can contact us here. Good customer service 22 days ago. Dang, on point. Very nice. Hey, I'll highly recommend, again, kickstarting anything for the Ultra Pro Stoneblade until they answer those of us with missing or damaged pieces. I know they're rolling out the next Kickstarter. Many of us still haven't even had our issues resolved with this Kickstarter. Speak with your wallet, spend wisely. Have you tried bugging them on Discord? I know it's incredibly frustrating dealing with a lack of response. Everyone has their own experience. I never had issues with customer service the few times I needed them, and always see the Discord server highly active. And it's a more direct approach versus playing email tag. I need to get on Discord. That's just, I feel like an old fogey. I got hacked once, and now I'm too scared to go back. Hi, George. We're taking over customer service from Ultra Pro, so if you need replacement minis. So Lucas, coming in. Lucas, you're my hero. Lucas here to save the day on this Kickstarter critique. I was skeptical, but now I see Lucas 22 days ago. Ultra Pro, go get bent. And go make more drop mix cards, please. Like, go get bent and then drop mix cards for that bad customer service there. So whatever they're doing, cool. I feel comfy now. Lucas is here. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Hopefully we don't beat around the bush. We get to the price. Back the campaign on day 1 to get a free foiled rat card. Is day 1 gone? So this day 1 is gone. So okay. Bye-bye. Get out of here. Inferno. More than 50 unique Kickstarter exclusive miniatures. Like, I can't get that. So just get it out of here. Like, why is it taking up space above other stuff that I actually can get? A standalone expansion to the smash hit, deck building thing, stuff. And yeah, now I'm curious. Hopefully they tell me. No, they did. They said there was a Tom Vassal Dice Tower Seal of Excellence. Like, I immediately know that the quality of this game is not going to be garbage. That it's going to be more hit than miss for the majority of people. 1 to 4 players, 60 minutes, $60. Very reasonably priced. You get the expansion, or you can get everything for $135. Just kidding. That's not everything. This one's everything. Just kidding. That's okay. I thought we were going to have a nice, easy pledge levels, but no. $60 does not include minis. It will not include minis stretch goals. So that includes the standees. I didn't even realize there was a standee version of the game. You even showed me standees. Okay, so I can't imagine too many people are taking this. I'm actually really interested because a lot of people say, hey, we want standee versions. We want standee versions. And here they are. Let's see the response. No rewards, but so 200 people sitting on the fence. 300 people sitting on the fence. Tactics Inferno. So 66 people want the standees. That's really good for 2 days. Tactics Inferno expansion. So 612 people want the version with miniatures, which is $135. Whew. That feels like a gut punch. I don't feel like I was $135 convinced on that, because that's not the pledge level I want even. That's the dipping my toes into it, because I'm going to want the everything one. But it is a lot of minis. I got to remember it's a lot of minis. Yeah, so I would have a component list here, like a full component to help me swallow that price, because that's a hard price to swallow with what you got me. What would you pay for this? I don't know. I need to see, like, that's why I feel it's so important to have that long scrolling shot of all the listed components. How many cards? How many minis? Because 135 doesn't seem like a great price to me, but if you actually showcase to me, you know, there's 400 cards and 63 minis and all that, it becomes easier and more palatable. Because the video is really well done, but I didn't feel it was 135 bucks. Then 175, this is you get everything? No. The Ascension Tactics Inferno, Inferno Sleeves, Inferno Playmat. I don't imagine this one's too popular, but let's see. 486, good for them. They know their market better than I do. 350, so this is the everything, right? This is finally the everything. So this should be the most popular pledge level according to Bauer's Law, which is that every day when I get onto Kickstarter, typically this is the pledge level where you get all the bells, all the whistles, all the expansions, all the gameplay. This should be the most popular one, and it's not. It's 115. Wow. That feels like a miss to me. And it doesn't feel like it's a great price either. Partially because you're not spotlighting it all right here. Okay, so here's what's in the box. I feel like it'd be nice if it was interweaved. But that initial sticker price, I don't, like, $350. Whew. 700 Inferno sleeves, the Inferno minis, the Inferno playmat. Yeah, you're going to spotlight the number of sleeves. I guess that does spotlight the number of cards. 700 cards, that's a lot of cards. Okay, so my first impression of the pledge area is not a good one, but let's get it. So hopefully it can be redeemed now. We have the full component list, over 290 beautifully illustrated cards, and I'm already part of the way there. I see lots of text on these cards. I see artwork. I see symbols. I see familiar. Cool. 55 champion standees, so now I'm getting these standees. These standees looks nice. I'd play that game. I'd have no issues playing that game. That, what was it, $65 game? 60 bucks. Very reasonable. No issues with that at all. But now we get to the Tactics Inferno box, which is the most popular pledge level, 612. So this is going to come with 50 miniatures. And now, okay, yeah, this is good. This is lots of minis. I'd love to see the size of these. I wish you mentioned the dimensions here. Now I'm feeling better. Feeling good. How many cards? These are some of the minis. Cool. Look to learn more about the original. No. So you're not going to tell me about the cards? How many cards was it? Or is it just this? It's this number of cards. How many cards is this? Where's the cards? None of those are cards. Over 290. Oh, so it's 290 cards and 50 minis for 135 bucks. Okay. It doesn't seem it's just that's a lot of minis. So, okay. I'm on board on the price. 135 doesn't seem terrible. I'm in on the base game price. I am now as well. 290 cards, 50 minis. I'm good. We good. Need to know the shipping. It seems Kickstarter reasonable to me. Doesn't seem Kickstarter good. Doesn't seem Kickstarter terrible. It's what I call Kickstarter reasonable. It's within that realm. So now we got these, because the minis do look nice. It looks like there's a great variety of minis and variability to the game. 5,000 followers, and we're getting a new mini. Wow, that's great. Day 2, so there's follower unlocks, and then there's daily unlocks. Okay, cool. And then there's also stretch goals. Wow. Now, here's my question. I hate this. I hate when our hobby does this. Please stop doing this. And if this mini is nothing but a mini, then I take that back this. But if this mini is a mini and a card, let me know that it's a mini and a card. Because that card means more to me than that mini. It really does. As someone who wants to play your game, yeah. So if that's the case, that's just a pet peeve of mine. But still, we're unlocking new minis. That looks awesome. We have Dice Tower Preview. Don't care. I really love what they've done with Ascension Tactics. Adds a lot of fun and flavor to the game. I hate that quote. Like, what does... So if I am someone who loves that, it has told me nothing aside from it adds fun and flavor. Yeah, I would expect that. It's an expansion. If it didn't add fun and flavor, what the hell would it be? So what specifically does it add? What new aspect or element to this game makes it noticeably better where I need to spend $135? That's what I'd like to know there. So we got a round 1 playthrough. Great. Do love that. Hopefully we get a rule booklet as well. The minis only. We got a bunch of other add-on stuff here. We got the Inferno playmat, the Inferno sleeves. So now you're trying to showcase to me all this stuff that you're trying to sell me in this $350 tier, which is not landing. And once again, that's surprising. If you watch this channel, then you know this. 90 times out of 100, This pledge level is the most popular pledge level on a Kickstarter pledge. And when you are in that 10%, that tells me that you probably didn't do something right to appeal that to people. Because that's the one. That's the big gravy one. $350. First impressions, how to play, stuff, things. I'm just looking for shipping now, I guess, at this point. Is stupid fun. That's it. That's all I get. It's fun. Why? What makes it fun? What is interesting about the game? And once again, I don't put this on Jesse. I put this on them for putting that quote there. It doesn't help. It's just superfluous fluff. Try on Tabletop Simulator. That's fantastic. Do love that. I was on the base 135 level. I was ready to keep going. They get off track. Yeah, and plus it's a big jump. It is a massive $215 jump. It's a hard one. Well, I guess it's not that, because you go from $175. It's still $175 jump. What is this? This is the review. Cool. We got a review. I'd love some quotes out of this, too. These are two, like, you pull the great quote, I think, pull something here from Joel. Here it is. One of the Dice Tower's top 100s of all time and top 10 games of 2022. That's amazing. Top 100 games. I love this game. It's fast, it's furious, it's amazing. The same quote from earlier. These are all the same quotes from the video. Here we go. My favorite thing about this game is that it does distill Ascension down to a tactical board game with almost no disparity between the two. If you played Ascension, you were almost 100% familiar with this game. Now that's a great quote. If you're newer to this channel, you're like, why is this guy complaining so much about quotes? That's a great quote. It tells someone who would be interested in this game something very specific. This feels like Ascension. And since Ascension is a massively popular game in and by itself, both the mobile version and the physical version, I love that quote. It blew me out of the water. Each time I played it, I wanted to play it again. Superfluous stuff. Okay. Shipping. Here we go. USA, personal Inferno, no 3D. So this is if you're just printing stuff off. Cool. Tactics Inferno. So which one is this? So that's if you're getting, so $25. Wow. So it's $25 to ship this box of standees? Like, how big is this box? I immediately now, I don't feel like I was fully, properly conveyed the size of this box now. Because if your shipping's cheaper, it doesn't matter. But to me, this looks like a Kickstarter. It looks like a Ticket to Ride size box, the standee one at least. So we're not at $60. We're actually at $85 for this game. And now I feel like we're up against the gun a little bit, and I hate to bring it up, but if you are an established company that puts out games on a regular basis, you have, on Kickstarter, the people who say, yeah, I'll just wait until retail. And when I see $25 shipping for that, for a standee version of the game, that's my thoughts on it. Now, that being said, that is a small chunk of the pie, because those are the standee peasants. Those are not the minis ones who are giving you $135. So who cares about them? We care about these people right here. So $612. They're paying an extra $9 upcharge for a whole bunch of extra weight, presumably. So now I'm looking at a $179 game. And you're losing me here. At first, I was like, Kickstarter reasonable. But now that we're up to $169, I'm like, okay, you keep pushing it. You keep pushing it. No, it's 170 something. Okay. Then we got the full blaze. 42, but it's a big box of minis. One thing I think would have been good here was just a great box shot, or letting me know the approximate weight of the box in this shipping section. I see that a lot where people will mention, no, this is 8.6 pounds or something like that. And I say, okay, now I get why it weighs so much to do. Or the proper box dimensions. Not a fan of that. Okay, so check out the FAQ. Oh my gosh, please, please, please tell me this FAQ is updated and you didn't just throw 23 random questions there. I hate it. If your question is question number 22, you have to read through 21 other questions to find your question. I'd recommend organizing this like Reload from Colossal Games and a bunch of other companies who have since started to do that. And I don't know if they were the first ones. They were the first ones I saw do it, so I give them the shout out. Will all products be shipped together? Most products will ship together, have separate components and add-ons ordered in the pledge, may ship separately. I wonder if that's why the cost is so high and something. Is VAT included in the shipping cost? That's something that should be mentioned in the shipping. Not here. Yes, for VAT-friendly countries, that's great. Ascension Tactics add-on does include... Okay, so updates. Agree, size of the box would definitely help me stomach that shipping charge. Yeah, because it's a chunk. It's a chunk. And maybe that's because we're going to get tons more minis that we don't know about. Maybe this is their attempt to scratch that CMON itch. Maybe that $350 at the end of this campaign is going to look much, much more reasonable. But I don't feel like they stuck the landing of making it look reasonable in the beginning, which is an incredibly delicate balancing act. I say it all the time. It's very hard to hit that mark. And I don't feel like they did, which is why that $350 pledge level is so low. And that 300, like, the second biggest pledge level, I think, is just people sitting on the fence. Like, ugh. To send to that, the Ravenous, so we got 0 comments on this, but this is just from today. 2 comments here, and 9 comments there. So not much engagement. Let's see what the most engaging comment is. Wow, it took you less time to fund Ascension and Inferno than I did for us to post our socials. Yeah, we got it in 4 minutes, whatever. Let's get started. Stretch goals. Cool. So what is this? Let's get started checking the Canon Templar. The Canon Templar is a dual faction character, bring to life a new mechanic introduced in Ascension Tactics Inferno. So we reveal more of his backstory and gameplay when he unlocks. Well, he is unlocked, right? Like, just tell me, is this going to have a card? Is it a big card? Is it a little card? But you're telling me this is a whole new mechanic in the game. Like, how hard is it to put a sentence right here that just tells the person on the Kickstarter page that little extra bit of information to make your Kickstarter story more pleasurable? 350,000, really. First stretch goal is 17.5 times the funding goal. This is some sort of record. Looks like there's really not going to be much extra content from stretch goals. LOL. Game should be good. I think it's just done way better up front than they thought and blew the planning apart. That's a good problem to have. We have a lot more stretch goals and back requests coming that don't involve money targets. And that's the impression that I got. I kind of liked how they were doing, oh, with this number of backers, we can do this. And this number of money, we can do this. And then we have daily unlocks. So there was just a lot of reasons to come back to the Kickstarter campaign. It looks like this Kickstarter campaign should have legs because there always is going to be something new to check out. And I like that. I actually really like that. Not to mention, it sounds like they said social stretch goals or something. Will there be a pledge manager option to add on the minis from the original game? Got it. Okay, comments. I had a comment on a previous post yesterday, but it seems to have been buried. In regards to a comment about the board and playmat, there was a comment about the board missing a summary, paraphrasing here, and the response was the board in the box will not have the card placement zone, but the playmat included in the bundle will. Why? Can you please elaborate on why the board does not have this? Seems a summary would be good to have on the board, and not why only the playmat. Yeah, like, yeah. Duh. Is there a way to show via a picture? Likely to save costs. Post-pandemic, everything is expensive. Save costs and also play space. Isn't it just print? Like, isn't it just printed onto the board? Or am I missing something here? Save costs, pay space. The board eats up a lot of space, and being able to add the play decks where you can. Oh, okay. So it would make the board larger. That makes a million times more sense then. Got it. What day is the Deoful stretch goal? Cool thing stuff. It looks like they're doing some good customer service here. They're in here. They're responding. That's what you want to see. Good stuff there. Final grade on this one. I feel like overall it's a good one. Do I want it? Yeah, I do. Looks like a cool game. I did not... I want to check the Board Game Geek rating. I always like to check the Board Game Geek rating. But that being said, I'm going to give them a pass on that because they had the Dice Tower Seal of Excellence. They had the quotes, which everybody says it was amazing, even though the quotes were really that helpful. Some of them. So... 2771. That's way more hit than miss. Cool. So do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. I have no issues knowing that this is probably going to get to me because it's from Stoneblade Entertainment and they've made quite a few games. Also, it's a part of the Ascensions brand, which is massively popular. So do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? That's where I feel like we really hit a bit of a brick wall. And the numbers do not lie. Looking at those pledge levels, the pledge level that should probably be the most popular is not. 300 people sitting on the fence, 100, because there's the standees, there's the expansion, plus 3 packs of sleeves. This is for the sleeves. So 400. So people love sleeves. That's great. Good for them. And the full tactical assault, but this is the one where you would expect it to be a lot more because this is getting you everything you want. I feel like just the Ascension's tactic. And then, I don't know. I feel like there's a pledge level missing here that doesn't have the card sleeve, that doesn't have all the fancy bells and fancy whistles. And you can get that pledge by going through the add-ons, but I feel like that's one that enough people would want that you would want it in there. Also, I hate the use of space on the main image. Funded in 4 minutes, I don't care. Funded in 4 minutes again, I still don't care. Player count, time length, age, more information. The day one backer bonus, if that's over, get rid of it. Like, put some useful information here. But overall, I feel like it's a well-ran campaign. That price is just, it's a hard one. I loved it, but I think it just got derailed. Expensive, and I don't have reason to spend at those top pledge levels. B-. Yeah, I'm kind of around that range as well. I like a lot that's here. I would like a rule booklet here, but considering it's a standalone expansion, I kind of understand that. They got lots of videos. There's excitement. There's a reason to come back. Yeah, so I feel like I'm going to be B- as well. That price, though, that's a tough one. They're up against that. Now, I'm going to go C+. I did not like the organization of the pledge areas. It wasn't a fun thing to navigate and to shop. That FAQ was 23. So I'm going to go with the C+. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade, though, for Ascension, Tactics, and Inferno. And if you're enjoying the Kickstarter content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below, as I'm trying to reach 17,000 subscribers to celebrate 2023 and make it my biggest year on Kickstarter ever. Have a great day. Bye-bye.